गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं। भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे। हरि ओम। Please read fifth verse, page 124. एकमेवाद्वितीयं सत् नामरूपविवर्जितम् सृष्टेः पुराधुनाप्यस्य तादृक्त्वं तदितीर्यते। श्रोतुर्देहेन्द्रियातीतं वस्त्वत्र त्वं पदेरितम् एकता ग्राह्यते सीति तदैक्यम् अनुभूयताम्। स्वप्रकाशापरोक्षत्वम् अयम् इत्युक्तितो मतम्। अहङ्कारादिदेहान्तात् प्रत्यगात्मेति गीयते। स्वप्रकाशापरोक्षत्वम् इत्युक्तितो इत्युक्तितो मतं sorry अयम् इत्युक्तितो मतम् अहङ्कारादिदेहान्तात् प्रत्यगात्मेति गीयते प्रत्यगात्मेति गीयते. We were seeing the the Mahavakya Prakaran, Mahavakya chapter, Mahavakya Vivek, 5th chapter. And as I mentioned, Vedanta Swami is very, very briefly introducing about the 4 Mahavakya from the 4 Vedas in the shortest chapter of Panchadashi. And in this chapter, we had seen till 6th shlok, and in the last 2 verses, he is going on the last Mahavakya of Atharvaved, which is Ayam Atma Brahma, from Atharvaved and Mandukya Upanishad, and this also comes in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Why Mahavakya is required? Mahavakya is required to ascertain the infinite nature of the self, to ascertain the lakshyarth of the aham. Lakshyarth means indicative meaning, not popularly known. Lakshyarth means not popularly understood. That is called Lakshyarth. Like Ishwar meaning is there. So Vachyarth of Ishwar is one who is the ruler, controller. Popularly people know this meaning of Ishwar only. But Lakshyarth of Ishwar is not this. Lakshyarth of Ishwar, if you remember, was Tatpad. Yesterday in the Pralay, that Satpad which was there, Sat alone was there. Sad alone was there without the space and time. That is called the Lakshyarth meaning of Ishwar. And therefore, if you read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan has given his Vachyarth meaning as Lakshyarth meaning also. When he says, I have already killed Maya Hatastam Jahima Vyatishta, I have already killed Drona and Bhishma, etc. This is Vachyarth meaning or Lakshyarth? Vachyarth? Somebody said Lakshyarth? Somebody said Lakshyarth. See, Lakshyarth means which is not popularly known. Vachyarth means a popular meaning, the meaning where some conditionings are involved. So when he says, I have already killed Bhishma and Drona, this is the Vachyarth meaning. Lakshyarth is when he says, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina matsthani sarvabhutani na chaham teshva bastita. This is Lakshyarth, that I alone am. Or he says, Namam karmani limpanti name karm phale spraha. This is Lakshyarth. And sometime in one shlok he puts both the meaning. Tell me the shlok where he said both in one. Chatur varne maya srishtam gun karma vibhagata तस्य कर्तारम अपि माम विद्धि अकर्तारम अव्ययम. Only 4 castes I created. चातुर्वर्ण्यम मया सृष्टम. वाच्यार्थ लक्ष्यार्थ. वाच्या. तस्य कर्तारम अपि माम. Although I am the doer of that, but know me as non-doer. देखो एक ही श्लोक में दोनों बता दिया उन्होंने. At one place he says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yume bhaktya prayachati tadham bhaktya upratam ashnami. Anybody who offers patram pushpam, flower, leaf, I take it, I eat it. Vachyat lakshyat. Vachyat. Lakshyarth, he says in 5th chapter, Na datte kasachit papam na chaiva sukritam vibhu. I don't take anything from anybody. In 5th chapter he says, Na datte kasachit papam na chaiva sukritam vibhu. I don't take anybody's sin, neither I don't take anybody's karma. Ajnane na vratam jnanam ten muhyanti jantava. This is Lakshyarth. I hope you are understanding that. Sarva karmani manasa sannyasyaaste sukham vashi navadvare pure dehi naiv kurvanna karya. Then he says, na kartartvam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu. God does not create the world. Neither he gives the fruits of action. Na kartartvam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu na karma phalasvam yungam svabhavastu pravartate. Lakshyarth or Vachyarth? Lakshyarth. Why? Because he has removed all conditioning. Chaitanya consciousness conditioned by Maya, then he will become the working Ishwar. Working Ishwar. And at times he removes all conditioning. Yes, it is all going by ignorance only. I hope you understood. Indicative meaning. So we are only conscious of popular meaning. And popular meaning is with conditioning, with some kind of dress. That's the popular meaning is there. And then somebody will read Bhagavad Gita and he says something, sometimes he says something. And two things are said from two angles, it is said. At one place he says, Swadharme nidhanam shreya. It is better to die with own dharma. At that place he says, Dharman parityaj. Leave all dharma. Mam ekam sharanam braja. Therefore you need a teacher. Our doubts we superimpose on God. I am already skeptical whether all these are right, and I superimpose. Understood, I hope. So there is something called Vachyarth, popular meaning, direct meaning, well-known meaning, easily understandable meaning. Chalo. Because we are knowing everybody through conditioning only. Gross meaning. And some people indicate, बोले भगवान देख रहा है ऊपर से. ये भी यहाँ नहीं भगवान, ऊपर ही है मतलब. बोले ऊपर वाला सब जानता है. ऊपर वाला. He knows everything. बहुत सी बात है. I will move ahead. But when you read Bhagavad or when you read Ramayana, you will read these, both the meanings are there. So when Mahavak is mentioned, similarly when I talk about me, who are you? I'm Rajesh, I'm Suresh. This is Vachyartha. Because everybody knows him as Rajesh or Suresh. He is well known as that person. And he also does not know that I am not, essentially not Rajesh and Suresh. I am also without conditionings. I am also without the superimpositions. So, I hope you are understanding this point. We also know ourselves only by Vachyartha. We don't know the Lakshyartha of I. We only know Vachyartha of I. I am worker, I am father, I am mother, I am servant, I am master, I am female, I am male, I am retired, I am student, I am exhausted. We all know only Vachyartha. Not knowing the Lakshyartha means real meaning, indicative meaning, unconditioned meaning. Unconditioned meaning. Now, problem is of knowing ourselves with the Vachyartha is what will be the nature of the conditioning will become my nature now. If I put a blue color on this bulb, the light will appear blue. Then I will say, the bulb itself is blue. I put red color cloth on or the paper, then this will become yellow. Red. Then I will say the light itself is red. Bulb itself is of red color. Because I don't know myself, therefore conditioning is dharma is my dharma now. Now you don't know body will be insulted, you don't know body will be exhausted, you don't know body will be honored, you don't know body will be poor, you don't know body will be rich, you don't know body will be hurt or mind will be hurt, you don't know mind will be upset, you don't know mind will be quiet. So we are now in the total quagmire of Maya. Now conditionings will decide how am I. Tail will wag the dog. Now conditionings will decide my nature. Whether I am happy, I am sad, I am angry. Anger has nothing to do with me, but I have become angry now. I have become sad now. I have become happy now. I have become father now. Because we don't know the Lakshyartha or the real meaning, unconditioned meaning, essential meaning. We are not habituated to think about that. We are habituated to think something which is with the conditioning. We are not habituated to seeing ourselves without the conditioning, without the upadhis. And problem is upadhis or conditionings are finite. And because its finitude is there, I think I am finite. And therefore I am running around to complete myself through somebody. Then we see, he completes me. She completes me. That means I was incomplete. How can two incomplete create completeness? She thinks I'm incomplete. He thinks I'm incomplete. Both are meeting together. There should be more incompleteness. Two finite, two mixed, there is a double fine experience of finitude. And three finite people meet in the family, there is triple time in finitude. And now family of 5, 6 are there are 8 times in finitude is there. Earlier you had only one finitude. Now 8 conditionings are working with you. How horrible your life will be. Because 8 times you are affected by 8 people's prarabdha and 8 people's nature. Attachment means whose prarabdha and nature affects you a lot. That is called attachment. If I was not affected, supposing anybody is there on the road, and I said, hello, supposing on the airport, You don't know the person. Many times you say hello. You are sitting, the passenger next to you is there, or you saw. You tried to see slowly, like this, and at that time he was also seeing. If he was not seeing, it was okay, but he was also looking. Then I say hello. He did not respond. I didn't feel bad. Why? No attachment was there. But if my son did not respond or my friend did not respond, then it is an issue for me. Moment world becomes an issue, you become a tissue. Now he'll affect you. Are you getting my point? So now you are an easy prisoner of 8 factors. So my son is not happy today. He failed. My daughter is passed. My daughter failed. Or my father is not well today. Now you say my and you say happiness and my doesn't go together. It is short-lived. Even if it is happiness, in its womb there is a sadness. And therefore it is very imperative to know the lakshyarth. Gold is not bangle. Gold is not a bangle. Gold is appearing as a bangle. So lakshyarth of the bangle is, vachyarth of the bangle is bangle. But the lakshyarth of the bangle is gold. If bangle has broken, don't cry. Why? Nothing has happened to gold. Bangle has broken. Again, no, you have not lost a bit of the gold because your bangle cracked. Or your necklace broke. You know, earlier I had this Rudraksh mala, thin one. In my room it is there. Every now and then it broke. Every second day. Again and again they used to go to the jeweler and put it. This one doesn't go. This mala doesn't break. Only thing when I go to Guruji, he keeps on looking this mala. And he'll show us what mala hai. This mala Karthik ji gave actually. So, by breaking off the bangle, if you are seeing vachyarth, then you will see it has broken. But gold has not broken. You give few rands and it will be mended, no problem at all. So if you live as a vachyarth only, popular meaning, you will become unpopular. So, if you live with a factual meaning, then you are non-breakable. So go from fiction to fact. Don't live in a fictitious entity, because that will go away. And this is where we are heading for Vachyarth. And Ishwar also, if you take only the conditioned meaning of the Ishwar, you will never be having the joy of Ishwaratva. Ishwar is different, Ishwaratva is different. Ishwarat is upadhi asamsrishtatvam Ishwaratvam. One who is not affected by his conditioning is called Ishwaratva. And one who is heavily affected by his conditioning is called Jeev. I hope you are understanding. So Ishwar will always be paroksh. Ishwar will always be very different and he is bahut bade hain, but he is never me. So even if such Ishwar you have darshan of such Ishwar, Ishwar will go away. Because how long he will give darshan and give his time? So he will move out. Then again you will have pangs of separation. So ultimately you will be sad also. Therefore Ishwar's essential nature has to be known so that I don't feel he is different then. And therefore Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, Jnani tu atma ev me matam. Jnani is my atma. Asthita sayuktatma mam evanu tamam gatim. He is not different than me and I am not different than him. Therefore he is my most favorite. इद उदारा सर्वे वेते ज्ञानी तु आत्मा एव मे मत मास्थिता संयुक्तात्मा माम एवानुत्तमाम गतिम। प्रियो ही ज्ञानिनोत्यर्थम। आई एम एक्सट्रीमली डियर टू ज्ञानी एंड ही इज एक्सट्रीमली डियर टू मी। भगवान ऐसी सी बात बोलते हैं। आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द लक्ष्यार्थ ऑफ। डोंट गेट अफ्रेड फ्रॉम इंडिकेटिव मीनिंग ऑफ ईश्वर। डरने की क्या बात है? आई हैव कम हियर टू नो द ट्रूथ। And Raviya used to say, if hell is the truth, I prefer hell. What is the sense? What is the right? What is the best? What is the Shreyas? What is the ultimate good? I cannot reach is another problem, another point. But what is the ultimate good? What is the final destination? What is the long-term joy? What is going beyond all sorrows? We have come in the ashram for that, not to eat cashew nuts. Children, somebody asked the child, when you go to saint, what you get? He said, mixed fruit. We get cashew nut, we get raisins, we get dry fruit if you go to saints. They give very good prasad. Chocolate also. Children in the night, they are very happy with the chocolate. And long queues for the chocolates. In Annapurna, still there is a longer queue. After having dinner, they come here. So, all the sweet dishes there also. But still they feel, let us have chocolate. Chocolate is all-time favorite. Young or old, everybody likes. I hope you are understanding Lakshya. Don't have a theoretical study. We are not going to appear in any philosophy exams in the university. It is to do with my sorrows should go away. My anxiety should go away. My inferiority complexes should go away. My superiority complex should go away. My fear of death should go away. My anger should go away. My otherness should go away, that he is other, I am other. That is your achievement. Not that you complete it and you can talk very well on the subject. We are not lecturers, we are seekers. We have come to abide in the self. These things are means. Talking, listening are a means, but they are not the end. And therefore don't make a theoretical approach to Vedanta. Objective approach to Vedanta is dangerous, not right. Let's now go to last Mahavakya, 7th and 8th words. Last Mahavakya is Ayam Atma Brahma. Ayam Atma Brahma. I repeat it so many times, but I don't expect that you will remember that. Murena, I remember that. Ayam Atma Brahma is from Aitareya Upanishad. I know that. Acha? Haan. And Aham Brahmasmi is from Durga Saptati. Well, I'm not that fool as you think. So, last Mahavakya is Ayam Atma Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma. I told you have to remember ABC. Aitareya, Bradaranyaka and Chandogya. Prajnanam Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi and Ayam Atma Brahma. Let's see now. So what is written here? So 3 words are there. Ayam, Atma and Brahma. See how nicely he puts the point. So first he is saying what is Ayam. So popular meaning of Ayam is this, like Ayam. Ayam. Ayam Purushaha. This, when you indicate something, this. Ayam. Ayam Balakaha. This. So this. But here I am refers not to that. What is the first line? See, Swaprakash aparokshatvam iti uktitah matam. Swaprakash, which is self-effulgent. Swaprakash means self-effulgent. And second word is aparokshatvam, which is closest, indirect, which is direct. And then ayam iti, uktitah matam. Uktitah matam means this is the indicative meaning. Lakshyate. Now there is everything in this world is paraprakash. It is known by something else. Quite amusing. This is known by, if you have to see the flower, you need the light. Then you need eyes. Then you need mind. Then you need mind also. If you don't have mind, flower may be there, but you may be lost sometime. Sometimes a thing is there. I was in Lucknow, I was listening to some talk on the standing on the belt. And the bag came and went away. Although my eyes was on the belt, but because mind was very absorbed in listening, therefore it did not notice. So it went after few, then I searched, where's my bag? It's not coming. They wo ja raha hai. Then you rush. Others are watching you. Although it will come back again, no hurry. If you miss it, it will again come back. It is in a cycle of Punarjan. So, Swaprakash. So you need the external light, you need eyes, you need mind, and you need Sakshi also. Everything in this world, even the eyes, my eyes are not working today, or I'm not able to hear properly, or I'm not able to smell, I have a cold. To know this, you need a mind. And to know the mind is not known by itself. If mind was known by itself, then mind's nature was self-effulgent. Then it won't because it will never lose its light. Then it won't vary in its brilliancy. If anything is varying in its brilliancy, that means it is not its nature. You can't say sometimes same salt is more salty, same salt is less salty. Water can be more salty, less salty, depending on the amount of water. Because water's nature is not salty. But the salt will not be more salty, less salty. Because more and less is there in the mind, therefore mind is not of the nature of self-effulgent. If mind's nature was self-effulgent, it will have same brilliancy throughout day and night, and you cannot sleep also. Because its nature is not to, its nature will never go away. That means it is always effulgent. That means always you are awake. Ever brilliant, all awake. This will be your mind, which is not at all. Mind is dull, mind is sometimes sharp, mind is sometimes subtle, mind is sometimes brilliant, mind is sometimes very, very hazy. Mind is not there sometimes when a person faints or he's in coma or he is given anesthesia. So mind goes away. That means mind's nature is also not self-effulgent. But to know myself, I don't need anybody else. I don't need another light to illuminate it. Please shift your attention there. To know the outer object, you need light, you need eyes, you need mind, you need Sakshi. To know the eyes, you need mind and Sakshi. To know the mind, you need Sakshi. To know the Sakshi, you don't need anything else. That means its nature is of the nature of self-effulgence. And therefore, this self-effulgence does not go away. This nature of self-effulgence does not diminish, doesn't vary, doesn't go away. That yesterday I know myself, but today I forgot. It's not like that. Acha? So whether day and night I am shining, you are shining like anything. Acha? You are Swayam Prakash. Therefore, Jyoti word has been very. Jyotisham apita Jyoti. 13th chapter. It is the light of lights, Bhagavan says. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. By its light, everything else is known. Acha, you close your eyes. Still, you cannot close the self. You can close your eyes. You can shut your mind at the most, but you can't shut the self. In the deep sleep also it is there. In the waking, of course, it is there. In samadhi also it is there. It doesn't come. It doesn't go. Tad buddhes tadatmana tannishthas tat parayana gacchantya punaravrittim gyan nirdhut kalmasha. Okay? Shift your attention there. So that is called Swaprakash. प्रकाश तो कई लोगों का नाम होता है, स्वप्रकाश नहीं होता. प्रकाश, प्रकाश is very common name, but स्वप्रकाश is not the name. बोले स्वप्रकाश आ गए, स्वप्रकाश शर्मा, स्वप्रकाश. Now, lot of points are there. If this consciousness is self-effulgent, that means it is known without something else. That means it doesn't need a time and space to know. That means it doesn't need anything else to illuminate that. That means it should not have a shape. Because anything will be shape, will always be illuminated by something else to know it. Well, again say, sun is there, sun is known. No, sun is known because you are knowing the sun. Sun is not known by itself. Sun is self-luminous, but not known by itself. You know someone else to know the sun. If something is self-effulgent, it should not be finite. Very, very big corollary is there. Therefore, the deep sleep also self is known, when no space and time is there. It is not that I know yourself. It's wrong thing. When I say I know you, you are knowing the vachyartha of a person, not a lakshya. I don't know you. I don't know your essence objectively. I know your body at the most, or I know your mind, or I know your samskar, or I know your ego. I know your body, your mind, your samskar, your ego, but I don't know your Atma objectively. Well, I know his Atma objectively. How do you know that his Atma objectively? How did you know that? Was it having a shape? I don't see the Atma of a person. I see the body of a person. I see the sentient body of a person. But I don't know the Atma. I don't know the self. I hope you're understanding. Because that self is not in a shape. You are only inferring RC that he is alive. Alive means reflected consciousness is there. Therefore he is alive. He is responding. But he is not OC. His body is not OC. Original consciousness is not there. It is aprame. It cannot be objectified. Supposing it objectifies, then what's the problem there? That it will become inert. Yadrishyam tad jadam. If it is inert, that means it doesn't know by itself. Then that person will not know by himself. Then he will say that I don't know myself. I'm inert. So you have to be conscious to be inert. You can't be inert. Nobody experiences I'm inert. Your body is inert. Your mind, of course, is inert. But your self is not inert. I hope you are understanding this point. Very interesting. Very, very beautiful point. Swaprakash. So when the word comes, you have to open it up. You have to elaborate it and dwell upon it. It's not that you just translate it as Swaprakash means self-effulgent. That which shines by itself. So what? If it shines, what is the problem? Or what solution you get in life? Then in the books when you read, it will become self-effulgent means I am not inert. And if I am not inert, that means I cannot have a shape. Then I cannot have a modification. Antavanta ime deha. Nityasya ukta. Bolo bhai, Kaushik is not saying anything. Nityasya ukta sharira anashino aprameyasya. Aprameyasya. Aprameya means not the object of knowledge. I know the Vachyarth as object. He is fat, he is thin, he is lean, he is fair, he is very dark, he has lotus eyes. You can see, Mule, I see him, the consciousness was running away. You cannot see like that. Only his consciousness is got fat. You can't say that. Body is fat. You are interacting with the Vachyarth, not with the Lakshyarth. Total consciousness, you cannot do Vyavhar. There is no one to do Vyavhar. Tatra kah kam pashet. Tatra kah ken kam pashet. Kah ken kam pashet. You remember that, brother? Who, by what, will see whom? So that is not seen by eyes. That is not heard. So you cannot use Atma, totally useless. You cannot use it. There is no user-used relation there. There is no seer-seen, that I see Atma. वो आत्मा निकल गई, वो देखो निकल के जा रही हो. दिल बहला लो आप. But when Ramana Maharshi left his body, a flame went out. पता नहीं क्या बोलना चाहते. I don't know what they want to say. What was that flame? I could not accept from the beginning all these things. What was that flame? सुनने में अच्छा, oh flame, oh जय रोड में भगवान. That flame was what? It was RC, reflected consciousness. Or was it of Panch Mahabhut? But flame, you are saying, that means if eyes are seeing, eyes will see something which has formed, that was of fire element. Fire element came out. So that means his Atma was made of fire element. RC itself you cannot see. How can you see something coming out? Some Devata can express in some manner. But he is not the pure self. समझ में आ रहा है ना? When Ravana passed away, a flame came and merged. That was just the expression of the Devatas that his subtle body or his Jeev merged in Ishwar. Or he got the mukti. That was just to express. Devatas can do such things, but it is not the Atma at all. बेकार की बात मत करो. आत्मा कहाँ से अंदर हो जाएगी? अरे निकली आत्मा, अब निकल के जाएगी. Swaprakash is a heavy, pregnant word laden with meaning. I hope you have understood that. Well, sun, to know sun, you have to be there. Unless light of consciousness, reflected light, RC, pervades the sun, you won't know the sun. Sun is not known by itself. You need Atma to know the sun. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Swaprakash. Second word, aparokshatvam. Sandhi is there, so a is hidden there. Swaprakash, aparokshatvam. Aparokshatvam means which is of the nature of. There is no parokshta, like which cannot be known as this, which cannot be known as this, like this mind, this watch. It is indirect. We are trying to translate this. Indirect. When there is a distance between me, therefore I say that. What I say? That camera and this book. Now this book and this Angavastra. That book and this Angavastra. That Angavastra and this body. That body and this mind. Okay. That mind and this intellect. I hope you are catching. When you are going internal. So distance between me is listening with the this. That buddhi and this samskar. What is aparokshattam? Bole this atma. There is a zero distance. Aparokshattam. There is a zero distance. There is effortless knowing. Medium-less perception about me. Because everything I know with the medium. I know this watch with the medium. I know this mic with the medium. Medium of light, medium of mind, medium of sanskar. I know my mind with the medium. Which medium is there? Medium is there of samskar. I am knowing my mind. My mind is today very angry. How do you know? I know that samskar is there. Where intellect is involved, where thinking is involved, there is a medium involved. If medium is not there, you won't have any knowledge of that thing. If light is not there, I can't see you. If samskar is not there, I can't have experience of that. If waking state is not there, I can't experience the space itself. I hope you are understanding. But everything is known by a medium. And more is the medium, riskier is the perception. Rag Dvesh means a strong medium of your imagination. Medium is there. Medium of ignorance is the most terrible medium. World is different. I don't like that person. I like him a lot. Acha, yes. In medium aa gaya. But knowledge of the self, there is no medium. So, aprakasha, second verse, aparokshatvam. Well, why? Because you are habituated to seeing with the medium. And ahankar is also seen with the medium. And therefore, a person knows my ego is very, I got upset. I should not have got upset, but I got upset. Or I love my praise, although it is false. I know it is false, but still I enjoy it. I told you, even the bald person, you say such nice hairs, he'll be happy. Old person, you say look very young, he'll be very happy. He knows I am old. All the bones are cracking here and there. Crackling sound it makes also. Tooth have resigned. Eyesight is not okay. Her digestion has become weaker. But still, if somebody says you are young, you are, well, how old you are? Well, you guess, well, maybe in early 60s. I am maybe above 70. He is very happy. झूठी झूठी खुशी होती है लोगों को. झूठ की तारीफ में खुश हो जाते हैं. अपरोक्षत्वम. I like these words because it takes me to meditation. Because there is no medium there. Every knowledge about me is with the medium. I am illiterate. I am father of that person. I am the son. I am MSc. I am BTech. I am MTech. I am artist. Acha, I am artist. I am a dancer. Or you say dancer. I am a singer. I am a speaker. I am an accountant. Tell me, when you define yourself, tell me one place where you don't use any medium in defining yourself. I'm tall. I'm quite, nowadays, quite confused. I'm very guilty about it. So I have to work a lot. Every day, every time you think about self with the medium. And the problem is that medium will decide you. Medium will decide me. I don't have my own definition. Define yourself without medium. I have no identity. One boy came, he said, hearing I am Vedanta, but I will have no identity. I said, this is what we want. Because whole problem is with your identity. Because it is a false identity. And false thing don't try to maintain a false. You'll ever be sad. False things are subject to appearance and disappearance without your asking, automatically. So, aparokshatvam. Acha, kamal hai yaar, ye shabd, heavy shabd. And just hold on to aparokshatvam. Totally indirect. And stop there. And anything that comes, you find out whether it is I am perceiving with the medium or without medium. Mediumless perception. So 2 words are written, Swaprakash and Aparokshatvam. Zero distance it is called. No definition has zero distance. This is the only definition which has zero distance. Aparokshatvam. You don't need any process to know. You have not become something. You have not lost. So 2 words. This is called I am. Oh, I forgot what was going on. I forgot exactly. Saprakash, aparokshatvam, I am, iti uktitaha matam. This is lakshyarth of aham. People will not see you like this. I am defined किया उन्होंने. I hope you are understood. अब तो भाई मेडिटेशन में चले जाओ, आँख बंद करके बस वहीं जाओ. If you can go there, it is not a physical going, it's a cognitive going. You don't have to travel physically. The car is not there, where to go? Let me take the new car. New car is not for this ashram work here. It is strictly for Annapurna, for your information. New car and new bus. Otherwise, car यहाँ नहीं, यहाँ इसको लेके चल दी है. You have to put that into document. Anyway, that is not the subject here. So, Swaprakash. Saprakash, aparokshatvam, ayam iti uktita matam. Now coming on to the second line. What is second line? Which word will be there about second line? Atma. Ayam ho gaya. Goncho. Ayam ho gaya. जागते रहो. Ayam ho gaya. Ayam atma. Second word is atma. Ahankaradi dehantat pratyag atma iti giyate. See, in short, he is able to communicate. He is such a good communicator. For a good teacher, you have to be very good communicator. At the same time, you should have good knowledge also. If these two are in somewhere, then he can make a very good teacher. So Vidyanand Swami is such a guru. Not only a very good communicator, but some teachers are, very knowledgeable, but very bad communicator. I mean, after listening, you get so confused. Thoroughly confused. I mean, before listening, you are much clearer. They express in such a manner. It's an art to express. Not everybody has art of expression. Although they are very knowledgeable, but they are very bad communicators. So they don't make a very good teacher. So ahankaradi, dehantat. Dhyan dena. Ahankar, you have heard 5 koshas are there. Annamay kosh, pranmay, manomay, vigyanmay and anandmay. If you remember, Panchkosh Vivek was one of the chapters, 3rd chapter. Panchkosh Vivek was there. I don't remember such has come, I don't know. That Panchkosh, what? Panchkosh Vivek, I don't know. I'm sorry. So, but you were here at that time. I was here. I don't know whether I didn't hear these words. Some people just, totally they forget and they tell me you did not tell. From ahankar means vigyanmay kosh and dehantat means annamay kosh. So that which is the internal most of all koshas is called Atma. Dhyan dena. Please note my point. Kosh, like sheath is there. English translation is sheath. And if you see Kindle Life and all this, the book, so it's explaining one ball is there and outside for Atma, in that it is written Atma. ऐसे ऐसे किया फिर लिखा आत्मा एंड फिर अन्न में कोश प्राण में ऐसे लाइक दैट इज आनंद में ऐसे आउटर मोस्ट इज अन्न में ये जो है अन्न में इसके अंदर प्राण में उसके अंदर मनु में उसके अंदर विज्ञान में उसके अंदर आनंद में के अंदर एकदम कहीं लाइक अ टेनिस बॉल आत्मा इज देयर इनसाइड सो दिस इज नॉट द मीनिंग आई हैड टोल्ड आल्सो आत्मा इज ऑल परवेडिंग नथिंग कैन वेल इट because veiler will has to be more pervasive than the veil. Like the tablecloth has to be pervasive than the table to veil the table. Then what do you mean by kosh? Kosh means to veil, to hide, to conceal. Kush means, from kush word kosh has come, to veil. But here it is not a veiling physically. It's the ignorance veiling. Like what? Like wave has veiled the water. Like wave has veiled the water. Like pot has veiled the mud. Like ornament has veiled the gold. Your attention is on something else also, although there it is there. So attention, if veiling is of the nature of non-attention, veiling is not a physical veiling. It's the nature of non-attention on something essential and over-attention on something non-essential. That is called veiling. Over-attention on something essential, something non-essential, like body has veiled Panch Mahabhut. Body has veiled Panch Mahabhut. And my relation has veiled body. I don't say, I see my mother. So I don't say Panch Mahabhut is there. I say she is mom. I don't say Panch Mahabhut. Or I sense body is there. So Panch Mahabhut is veiled by body, body is veiled by mindness. And this is called I. I am getting fatter and fatter. Your body has veiled that. So when it is said this has veiled from Annamaya Kosh, that means the dharma of the body has, your attention is on I. You have put it as I. I, which is not at all fat, you have put the nature of I on the body. You have to put the nature of I on the prana. You have put the nature of I on emotion. You have put the nature of I on I am intelligent, I am happy. This is veiling. Veiling is where I's nature is superimposed on the dharma of I, and the nature of this has mixed up. So if you negate all five, then what will happen? When you keep on negating that this body, how can I be body? Because I am the drishya. So if you keep on going back and back and back and back and back, then you will see there is a self there. Why? Because in dream, Annamaya Kosh is gone. That means I am different than Annamaya Kosh. In deep sleep, Annamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanmaya Kosh is gone. That means I am different than three koshas are there. In Samadhi, Annamaya, Vijnanmaya, and Anandmaya Kosh is also gone. That means I am different than all four koshas. And Pranamaya Kosha is also minimum, because it is varying, therefore I cannot be. This is called Vetirek. So all koshas I am not there. Which cannot be negated is called Atma. Neti. So this is the expression, I am Atma. And what is Brahman? That we will see tomorrow. I hope you have got the point. I am Atma. Two lines. Beautifully explained by Vedanta Swamiji. So you dwell upon it and solve your problems, emotional problem, through devotion or through knowledge, not by the world. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah.